What's up, guys? This is just going to be a tap-in reading. Check out the March Love and Money. They're all finished and uploaded for all 12 signs. The extended bonus contents are on the Patreon, so check that out. All the sneak peek snippets are on the YouTube for free. As always, check out the Instagram and the TikTok. Reach out for a one-on-one reading. This is just a tap-in reading. Just reading for the message, essentially. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. So whoever resonates with this, feel free to resonate with it. I hope your day's going well. I am logged on to my tarot channels, so if I get interrupted, I'll simply put you on pause. But yeah, I hope your day's going well. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups, kind of in a reverse position, neutral slash reverse here. This is just kind of watering and investing within yourself emotionally. At times it feels like with the Magician in reverse, that something is not being able to kind of made manifest at the snap of a finger. The more kind of updated and mature made manifest is rhythm, voice, sound. What are you articulating? What are you imagining and fantasizing about? If it's worth it, it's not just going to come and go. It's going to be something that you're going to be able to concretely keep throughout your day, not just in the morning when you're hazy and dreaming. This is an inner knowing about something in the past, or somewhat of a bridge with the Five of Swords in reverse here. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse as well. I read these as emotional and fiscal investments and or giving value, kind of one and the same synonymously, depending on who you're dealing with. The Ace of Pentacles is typically kind of fiat USD, money, concrete heart, nickels and dimes and cents and money, paper money you could take to the bank. But also we could interpret that as value, right? So we have a kind of intrinsic, innate value, which is something, defined on its own terms. There's emotional content and value as well. Spirit, please guide me to articulate any and all messages that need to be said here. I believe we have a new moon in Pisces. If we're talking planetary alignment, blues. Yeah, so at the time of this recording, I believe there's a new moon in Pisces. It's a good time to kind of dream big and set those intentions, and then come around the full moon time. Those manifestations are supposedly supposed to kind of start to bud or bloom, where you're seeing a path to victory, something that you could kind of build momentum off of. But for the most part, the Fool card in the reverse is a hesitance and a reticence to take a leap of faith. To me, I believe it's kind of based on experience. You're not necessarily kind of in it for the thrill of just jumping into something without some, again, concrete evidence backing up as to why I should do this. Two of Cups in the upright suggests that maybe when you do take a chance in a new direction, you might come across someone or a business associate. Again, but these kind of leaps of faith, don't kind of redline it, read it, where you're feeling as though like, oh, I need to do this thing. These leaps of faith need to come from within, from a genuine part of your soul that's in alignment. So don't necessarily think that just because there's advice to do something, that you need to do it. Again, I feel as though that, when you make leaps of faith or calculated decisions and risks, it has to be off 2 feet in confidence. You can't be wishy-washy, or else the quality and the very least of the vibration of your movement is not going to be good. The Hermit card sees maybe an opportunity or possibility at newness or movement, maybe even relocation at times with the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. But again, this is kind of, I feel as though maybe even a backdrop of a need for a change of scenery at times, changing of the fishing wells, so to speak. But also it could be a changing of the tide and the times as well, waiting for new phases and cycles and generations to come to. That requires a lot of patience, okay? So that's another kind of, psychically, spiritually, energetically, something much so of value is the wisdom to be patient, to understand the ebb and the flow of the movement of things, where one kind of watering hole is not working or not in high tide. Then you could always kind of, to mix analogies, fish another stream, or kind of add value or accrue value in a different way, is what I'm seeing here. Justice card is bringing kind of fairness and balance. I feel as though behind the scenes and behind the curtains there's fairness and balance. Another kind of part of this kind of hesitance and reticence with the Fool card in reverse, it could be hesitance and reticence to jump into a relationship as well, is that you have a good thing going, you have something of value here, so you're not necessarily wanting to add value to something that is not going to be receptive to you. I think that you're taking a much more kind of broader general stance in the department or the direction in which you want to kind of again provide a certain amount of value to your life here. They say don't bestow pearls of wisdom upon swine, meaning if somebody has this kind of resentment or burden or something built up against you or towards you in a way, whether it be because of jealousy. I'm channeling a lot of kind of Queen of Wands energy in the reverse here with this Nine of Wands in the upright. Sagittarius, number 9, someone who's taken a kind of a solo dolo, independent route, but in a lamenting way, in a way that says like, I'm this scorned lover, or I'm this scorned traveler that's not being receptive, and so I'm not going to communicate value reciprocally. It's almost as if they couldn't if they wanted to, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse here anyway. So yeah, definitely getting Sagittarius vibes. Doesn't have to be. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit, that could help kind of improve the way we look at things, the value that we see and have in our surroundings? Spirit, anything else that we want and need to know here? Anything else that we want and need to know here for the people? This is a slowing down, a pumping of the brakes. Excuse me. It is indeed this kind of air or this energy of, no need to kind of hastily make things happen. Okay, tried and true, slow and steady, kind of always wins the day. Look at this as a kind of point of like healthy stability, being able to kind of formulate in the realm of emotion, okay, allowing your waters to settle, not needing the chaos, not needing the drama, and certainly this is going to be the kind of peaceful backdrop where you're going to attract the Ten of Cups in the upright. So if you kind of just slow down a little bit, there might be an eagerness to want to kind of get out there, but again, if you just harness that a little bit and wait for the ripe opportunity, you definitely will know when it's your chance to get out there. Yes, this is all kind of holding back or discipline along line with the Knight of Swords in reverse and pumping of the brakes. Believe me, your energy is charging. There will soon enough be time for this kind of travel, this movement, this growth, this expansion. I think in the microcosm and the macrocosm here. Spirit, anything else? Let's see. Yes, World card, completions, graduations, leveling up. Whoa, somebody is seeing you glow up. Someone is seeing you level up. Someone is looking back at it, okay? Look back at it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my God, look back at it. I feel as though you are like full steam, looking forward, looking ahead. I think you've been able to articulate your emotions in this Pisces season, where instead of kind of settling and saying, oh, well, if this were to happen, then maybe I would be open and receptive, and as opposed to kind of maybe taking a more emotionally mature approach as a reflection of your own self-worth and value, so as to say, I'll just get I'll get a better, more upgraded version of that thing, of that lesson learned from the past. It could be an ex, it could be a former employer, it could be a learned lesson on the job, so to speak. And I think these are kind of facilitating your decisions moving forward as to what you either want to jump into or not jump into, which is super cool. I'm hearing quality over quantity as well. So a lesson learned as well to that spirit. Anything else? Yeah, leaving the kind of like working harder modality in the past as well. A lot of the times with the readings, yes, you could apply this to kind of figures, characters around your life, which might be reflections of you in any event, but also it is kind of this micro to macro where you're shadow boxing with yourself. Just remembering and learning that, like, in a way, in a quantum way, we have been here before, and just remembering that you're wanting to tune into the highest of highs. You're envisioning yourself, on those like Hollywood Hills or in Beverly Hills, or whatever that equation is for you, that McMansion somewhere in Kansas, or the Porsche and the car and the thing and that. There's really nothing that says that you can't do that quantumly. And so it's very funny, when we end up being kind of illuminated as to certain dilemmas in our lives. At a certain point, if you are on the spiritual journey, you understand that there's a fine line between experience and manifestation. So as to say that in external, in so many terms, in external circumstances, not much has changed, and yet because we live in the kind of matrices of, what's in my bank account, what did this person message me, what did this person not do, there's this kind of, extrinsic currency, obviously ethereal. And so, when you're practicing manifestation and they tell you, act as if, feel as if, the sensation of, fish jumping into your boat, so to speak, if we're still using the metaphor of, the fisherman or whatever. Like, I am a magnet to all that stuff. Everything comes to me in divine timing. It's just a matter of if I'm kind of quantumly delving, allowing myself the time needed. And so, in many kind of ways, your acts of patience is you simply waiting to dive into your highest possible timeline. It's almost as if the kind of outer world has to get its like Truman Show shit together, so as to be able to inevitably, be prepared for its kind of highest, best version that can be presented to you. Again, when we're talking quantum, things do get kind of, you're essentially trying to illuminate your highest timeline, okay? Things need to kind of formulate to the extent that we are made manifest in this three-dimensional realm here. I'm trying to think if I should continue. I feel as though we can cut this, upload this, and then maybe even record something else if we want to. So thanks for tuning into this tap-in. I might upload this to Instagram and YouTube, and then maybe record something later for TikTok. So appreciate you guys. Love and light to you. As always, reach out for one-on-one. Like, comment, share, follow. Love you guys. Peace.